Hi everyone, in this video we are going to build your first Web3 application with Scaffold-ETH. I will try to do it in 6 minutes. Here is the demo, which is just a clicker app. Here we have a number that we read from blockchain and we have a button. By clicking this button we increase the number by 1. That's it. Let's start the project with Scaffold-ETH toolkit with the following command. npx create ETH at 0.1.6. Let's name the project Simple Clicker and choose Hardhat as a Solidity framework. Now let's wait until it finishes. Okay, everything is installed. Here are the commands we need to type. But before, I would like to open VS Code, or you can choose any other code editor that you prefer. Next, let's open the terminal and start with Yarn chain, which starts a local Ethereum network for development. Then run yarn deploy to deploy the smart contracts that we will review later. Finally, use yarn start to launch the frontend. Here it is, starter page. Let's start writing our simple clicker smart contract. Let's delete this previous one and create a new file, counter.sol. We need to define the Solidity version, and let's start writing our contract counter. Here we will define state variable, which is unsigned integer, public, count, and in the constructor it will not take any arguments and will set count to 0. Lastly, we need to add a function, which will increase the state of variable counter by 1. Let's deploy the smart contract, so we don't need this part, and let's rename from your contract to counter. And we don't pass anything in the constructor, so let's leave arguments empty and now deploy our contract with yarn deploy. Okay, we deployed the contract. Now let's move on to the frontend. Next.js app page.dsx. Okay, we don't need this part, we don't need this. Let's remove it. And we don't need this part. Let's remove this as well and rename it to simple clicker. Here's our home page. Now we need to get the value count. So let's remove this and get our value. We need to use hook use scaffold read contract, where we pass contract name is counter and count, which is our public state variable. Now we will display count and we can see that it is 0. Let's add a button to increment our value. Let's add some styles from Daisy UI. Button primary, button circle, and button large. Now let's create a function to increment that counter. We will need a function to write the blockchain asynchronously, and it aliased as write counter contract async, and is mining state indicates that tells that whether a transaction is currently being mined on the blockchain. We will use a hook use scaffold read contract and specify the contract name counter. Now we will write handle click function, which is asynchronous and will not take any arguments. Inside the function, we call writeCounter contract async, and we pass an object with a function name property to set increment. If there is an error, we will log it. Let's add this function to the pattern. And also we will disable the button while our transaction is mining. And here it is, our decentralized application. Let's get some ETH for the gas and click button, which will increase the state of variable in the blockchain. Now let's click again and again. That's it. Congratulations on your first decentralized application. In the next video, we will deploy this app. Thank you.